My last semester at a certain college was a tumultuous one. I remember the day vividly when a towering football player pummeled me for accidentally bumping into him. I was no match for his brute force. My 120-pound frame crumpled under his 300-pound fury. As I lay on the ground, my head split open, a pool of deep red blood forming beneath me was the last thing I recalled. Darkness swallowed my consciousness. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in a sterile hospital room. Amidst the bleakness, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of a kind-hearted young woman. Her presence stirred something deep within me, and I found myself pursuing her relentlessly in the months that followed. Our connection blossomed into something beautiful, and love bloomed in the unlikeliest of places. 2 years of courtship led to a wedding, and soon after, my wife blessed me with a daughter. Life seemed to fall perfectly into place. With a stable job that provided for my family, my wife didn't need to work outside the home. Our little family grew with the arrival of my son. Every morning, I take a moment to peek into their rooms, stealing a kiss before heading off to work. It was a life I could have only dreamt of, complete and fulfilling in every sense. One seemingly ordinary day, my reality shattered like a fragile mirror. Sitting on the couch, I noticed something awry about the red lamp that sat in the corner of my living room. Its perspective seemed skewed, almost inverted. I couldn't tear my gaze away from it, my mind fixated on its irregularity. Hours turned to days, and I found myself unable to detach from the peculiar fixture. The world around me began to blur, my grasp on reality slipping away like water through my fingers. I stopped nourishing my body, my fixation on the lamp growing stronger by the hour. Days blurred into nights, and I sank deeper into the abyss of my own unraveling mind. My wife's growing concern prompted her to take our children to her mother's house, leaving me alone in the grip of my deteriorating sanity. In a frantic moment of clarity, the truth struck me like lightning. The lamp, the house, my family, none of it was real. A surge of deep red consumed my vision as screams and unearthly noises filled my ears. Pain gripped every fiber of my being, and amidst the chaos, I found myself screaming about missing teeth, a sudden jolt of consciousness awakening me from the perfect life I had built for myself. A blur of faces surrounded me as I lay on the sidewalk, disoriented and lost. And there I was, lay in that pool of my own deep red blood. A police officer hauled me into the back of his car, the world still a haze of confusion. Hospital lights flickered overhead as I underwent CT scans, my mind trying to grapple with the fragments of my shattered reality. In the years that followed, I battled a relentless depression, mourning the loss of a life that never truly existed. What was actually only about 5 minutes felt like 7 years to me. I can remember every mundane detail about my drive to work, looking forward to the weekend, and making plans with my beautiful family. I remember the feeling of falling in love with my gorgeous wife, and what it felt like to hold my children in my arms for the first time. Night after night, I weep for a family that was never real, hoping for a glimpse of them in my dreams, only to be met with perpetual silence. And in the quiet moments, I catch fleeting glimpses of my phantom son out of the corner of my eye, a spectre from a life that was never mine. My son remains forever 5, a silent reminder of the world that I had built within my mind, of a world that has crumbled into nothingness, forever lost.